Good afternoon. It is 1 p.m. wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for being with us. This is TV47 at 1. My name is Peter Kamau. Let's get started. The third accused KWS officer, Isaac Ucheng, in the case of disappearance of fisherman Brian Odhiambo, is currently presenting his defense in the case surrounding the alleged disappearance. Odhiambo reportedly went missing on January 18, 2025, within the premises of Lake Nakuru National Park. 6 KWS officers have been charged in connection with the incident.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you came into physical contact with this person. What do you have to object, sir?
Your Honor, such a objection.
Yes.
I would advise the witness just to speak Kiswahili because he seems to be confused when cross-examining in English.
Yes, proceed. I would note that was unnecessary. Now I have to get back my...
Yes,
if we could avoid the unnecessary interjections. So, you came into physical contact with this person.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were close enough to even hold him.
Yes, Your Honor.
You actually held him.
Yes, Your Honor.
You searched him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Isaac, you touched him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You are close enough to see his face.
Yes, Your Honor.
You could even observe his physical appearance.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need you to confirm that the arrest actually took place during daylight hours.
Yes, Your Honor.
The visibility was good?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nothing obstructed you or your view of the person you actually arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nothing at all?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you observed him, or you looked at him from the time of pursuit until the time you arrested him?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did that. Is that person that you arrested at the sewage area the same person we're talking about here, or the same person you testified about here?
Who is the person you are talking about? Who is the person you are talking about?
We'll come to that. So it's my question to you.
Okay.
So is it the same person you are giving evidence about here?
Yes, Your Honor.
That very person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The same person you say was later handed over to suit?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have no doubt whether we're speaking about that?
We're going to bring you a comprehensive report on that story in our subsequent bulletins. Now, the opposition plans to scrap the affordable housing program have sparked a sharp response from the government, with Lands and Urban Development Cabinet Secretary Alice Wahome declaring that multi-billion shillings initiative is irreversible. CS Wahome, who spoke in Captain Town during the site handover for the construction of Nyandarua University's main campus, said the project is protected by law and has already created thousands of jobs while enabling Kenyans to own decent homes. She further revealed that 1.3 billion shillings has been allocated for the university's first phase, which includes classrooms, academic blocks and hostels, expected to accommodate more than 1,300 students.
One of the blocks has on the ground floor along some shop.
Kwa hivyo siku ya leo sisi tunafurahia sana kuona ya kwamba pia kama kaunti zingine za Mount Kenya, pia Nyandarua tumepata nafasi ya kupata university yetu ya kwanza.
Tumesikizana vizuri sana na contractor ule atajenga hili jengo la university, ya kwamba vijana na wasichana wa hapa more than 100 ndio watakuwa hapa, watapewa hii kazi. Kwa hivyo create employment kwa hii mjengo mjengo yetu ya university.
Those naysayers, the critics of this program have really lost course. It is not possible for you to come up from nowhere and to think that because you might ascend, you are planning, you think you'll be able to plan to get into presidency, and your first project is to do away with this program.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced he will resign as Prime Minister and leader of the Labour Party. Starmer has said that he will do everything he can to ensure an orderly handover of power and will give his successor his full support. The announcement comes just 2 years after Starmer led the Labour Party to a historic landslide victory, and in 14 years of Conservative rule, he becomes the United Kingdom's 6th Prime Minister to be forced out of office within a single decade, cementing an era of unprecedented landscape in British politics. In his resignation speech, he has said that every decision he has made in office has been about putting the country he loves first. The resignation follows months of plummeting poll numbers and public dissatisfaction. Starmer says he spoke to the King this morning to inform him of his decision to resign. He has asked the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party to set out a timetable with the nominations opening for the leadership on 9th July and completed by the summer recess, meaning a new leader is in place before Parliament returns in September. Until then, he says he will remain in his post as Prime Minister.
The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision. I will ask the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party to set out a timetable with nominations opening on the 9th of July and completed by the summer recess. In the case of a contest, this will ensure a new leader is in place before Parliament returns in September. I will remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete.
In other news, Vihiga Governor Wilbur Tichilo has called for a review of how county wage bills are classified, saying the 35% ceiling is difficult for densely populated counties to meet. Speaking during the launch of the midterm report for the Vihiga County Development Plan 2026, Tichilo noted that Vihiga's wage bill stands at 43%, limiting funds available for development projects. He attributed the high expenditure to critical sectors such as healthcare and education that require large workforces. Kenya Vision 2030 Director General James Minor backed the proposal, urging counties to diversify funding sources through public-private partnerships and donor support to sustain development projects amid growing fiscal pressure.
Areas like health and education, they should be categorized as a development and recurrent. Because of they are categorized as recurrent, we find that we are constrained by the Finance Management Act not to employ more people. Because when I employ a nurse, they say that is a recurrent. But to me, a nurse is doing a development agenda by providing health services, is doing so. Equally a teacher. So that's one challenge we have. Yes, we have a lot of facilities we have put up. But then the staffing, because of budgetary constraints, we have a number of health facilities that should have staff is not having staff.
The moment you have a plan, say for example the CIDP for Vihiga County, or even national plan, you look at the priorities and interventions that need to be implemented, and you cost that. What you find is that what you already have as revenue generated is never enough to meet the requirement each year. So what you need to do is look at alternative sources of resources.
President William Ruto is currently launching the Coffee Revival Plan in Kirinyaga County. Let's cross over and listen to that.
Kwa sababu sasa tutaanzisha coffee board. Sasa tumekubaliana vile tutazikamilisha. Nimeonana na msimamizi wa bunge ama spika wa bunge wa huko, na wamenihakikishia ya kwamba kufikia mwisho wa mwaka huu watakuwa wamepitisha sheria zote ambazo zitahakikisha kwamba taifa letu la Kenya linafaidi kutokana na soko ya European Union. Vile vile juzi nimekuwa pale katika G7 na nilikutana na marais watatu. Rais wa kutoka nchi ya Korea, mahali ambapo bado wameweka taxes ama wameweka duty kubwa kwa kahawa ya taifa letu la Kenya, na nilikubaliana na wao na huyo rais wa Korea ya kwamba vile wanauza mali nyingi Kenya, lazima waturuhusu tuuse kahawa yetu, chai, macadamia na mambo ya avocado katika nchi yao. Na tumekubaliana tutakuwa na free trade agreement na nchi ya Korea, ndio tuhakikisha kwamba mazao yetu inapata soko zaidi. Vile vile niliketi chini na rais wa India ama prime minister wa India anaitwa Modi, na tumekubaliana na huyo rais Modi kwa sababu tunanunua mali ya zaidi ya dola bilioni 2 kutoka nchi yao ya India, na huko tunauza mazao yetu ni kidogo, na wametuwekea ushuru ya karibu 80% kwa kahawa yetu na chai. Nikamweleza huyo prime minister haiwezekani kuendelea hivi, na tumekubaliana na yeye ya kwamba nitatumana ujumbe tuwe na free trade agreement, hasa katika mazao yetu ya kahawa, ya chai, ya avocado na kilimo. Tuhakikisha kwamba soko ya India ambayo iko na watu zaidi ya bilioni 1.2 tunapata hiyo soko, ndio tuweze kuuza kahawa yetu hata na huko. Vile vile tumekubaliana na rais wa Italy ambaye pia wako na soko kubwa ya kahawa. Nilikuwa huko na prime minister wa kule, na tumekubaliana vile tutafanya biashara hiyo kwa pamoja, kumaanisha ya kwamba vile niliwaeleza nyinyi wakulima wa taifa letu la Kenya ya kwamba kazi yangu, majukumu yangu ni baadhi yake ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunafungua soko zaidi ya wakulima wetu kupata mahali pa kuuzia bidhaa zetu. Na sababu hiyo, kwanza tumemaliza kabisa soko ya China. Sasa wakulima wetu mko huru, na mimi nataka niwaambie watu wa Coffee Board, kwa sababu sasa tutaanzisha Coffee Board, watu wa KPCU na wakulima wale wengine wote, soko ya kupeleka mazao yetu ya kahawa, ya chai, ya maziwa, ya avocado, ya macadamia, soko ya China sasa iko wazi, duty free, na hakuna tena kulipa ushuru wakati unapeleka mazao yetu kule China. Mnasema tuendelee ama siendelee bana? Niendelee kufungua hiyo masoko, si ndio? Si ni kazi yangu mlinipatia? Kwa sababu tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba tunabadilisha taifa letu la Kenya. Hata tunapoendelea hivyo duniani kote, nchi nyingi zinazolima kahawa hufaidika padogo na zao lao. Utajiri mwingi hupatikana baada ya mkulima kuuza kahawa yake, kwani wanunuzi hutajirika zaidi kwa kuchoma, kusaga na kuipa jina na muonekano wa kuvutia, ama ile inaitwa packaging and branding, kisha kuitangaza na kuiuza. Tunapouza kahawa ghafi ama ile ambayo ni raw coffee, basi tunapoteza ajira ya vijana wetu, mapato na vile vile utajiri ambayo inatokana na kahawa yetu. Hali hii mimi ninasema nikiwa hapa Kirinyaga lazima ibadilike.
Elsewhere, residents of Batum location in Baringo North constituency have strongly opposed plans to establish a conservancy in their area, claiming the initiative is a disguised attempt to grab their ancestral land. The residents allege that some local individuals are working closely with certain organizations to introduce a conservation project under the pretext of environmental protection, yet their real intention is to take over community land. They expressed fears that the absence of title deeds among many residents could make them vulnerable to displacement. The residents declared that they would not allow any conservation activities in the area until the land is properly demarcated and ownership issues are clearly addressed. They insisted that any discussions on conservation should only proceed after residents are assured that their land rights will be protected.
Mkutano mingi imefanywa. In Koroto, we had two CEOs wa environmental na devolution. We had sub-county admin, Ellen Chuma. We had 2 DOs. All of them waliandika ya kwamba we have rejected the project officially. Yes. Sasa hii mkutano yenye nafanywa saa hii ni ya nini? Yes. Kama mtu amekataa chakula yenye imeletewa mesa, ni nini hii ingine wanalete? Hii chakula iko na sumu ama ni nini?
Hii watu nasema nataka kupeana hii nchi. Hii watoto tumesaa hapa, ataishi wapi? Muonyeshe mahali tutapeleka watoto wetu. Kitu ni moja. Kama wanataka project ikuje, watoe kwanza ile waliweka conservative order ya kusema hii land haiguswi. Nani alipatia ruhusa sasa kugusa? Who gave them permission? Who gave them? Nani alipatia ruhusa ya kushika sasa hii ardhi kusema ati milima inafungwa? Nani nafunga? Hata hii milima ikitaka mwaka 50 bila mtu kugusa.
Let's take a quick commercial break on TV47 at 1. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Nikikunyuma.
Oh my God. You left me.
Nitumie ni live.
Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? Hi-fi? Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The
cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero umeka kwa beauty product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas.
No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that a hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. Ooh, yeah. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that.
Welcome back. You're watching TV47 at 1. My name is Peter Kamau. Now, Kakuma's Innovative Market Day brings refugees and locals together, fostering peace and boosting economic growth across the vulnerable Turkana region. The vibrant commercial event, orchestrated by UNHCR alongside key partners like BAMBA and UNICEF, enables diverse communities to trade goods and services constructively. By shifting the focus from basic humanitarian dependency to active business integration, this sustainable initiative successfully builds lasting trust, strengthening social ties, and establishes a highly resilient local economy for future generations in Turkana West.
Normally, when people think of Kakuma and Kalobe, they think about humanitarian assistance, think about places where people are not able to generate income and they have to receive some kind of support. But as you can see here, we are seeing entrepreneurs. We are
in a refugee camp. We are hosting refugees. One of the major things we are trying to do with the population here is to give them hope that they can have livelihood activities, to depend on themselves without really depending on the organizations that work here.
But it's about time that we start to talk about what makes a refugee and the host community work together cohesively for long-term, sustainable and thriving communities.
Preparations for the second edition of the Run for Seniors charity race have intensified following a successful mock run at Karura Forest. The mock run brought together sponsors, partners, volunteers and fitness enthusiasts to test race logistics, safety measures and route preparedness ahead of the main event on July 18th. The race aims to raise awareness and mobilize support for vulnerable senior citizens while promoting healthy lifestyles and active aging. The event will feature 5, 10 and 15 kilometer categories and is expected to attract hundreds of participants from across the country.
Join us on 18th July. It's for a good cause. This is the only way that we can bring awareness for our seniors. We have to feed them. We have to ensure they live a good life, especially in their later years.
This is, I would say, a cause worthy of championing for our elders in the society, having had the opportunity to have been raised closely by my grandma. This is such a timely run, just having seen her grow and just trying to imagine her peers.
It's time for sports. Argentine artist Petty Lopez has transformed street soccer balls into
Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning. You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimeekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Ikikunywa maji.
Oh my God. You left me. Nitumie ni line.
Uko nje kuna Wi-Fi.
Why? Hi-Fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tangu lini kero umeka kwa beauty product?
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
Me, I won't entertain divas.
No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that our hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time and the first time, welcome to Connect In. the best experience in East and Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that. Resort my